Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and if you order from me, if you order less than 150, please put this host code in, and I can send everybody a little bit of something. My project today is a window box that I used the Scary Silhouettes dies on. It was a little bit rough because I'm running out of ribbon. If anybody ordered from me last week on the free shipping day, everyone's order is shipped, I believe, except for mine. So I'm waiting for ribbon. That's why I'm going to have to use two different ribbons today. I'm going to be using the metallic mesh. As you can see, I'm down to nothing on both of these. So we're hoping I can get this done. Okay, last year we had a beautiful black glittered organdy. It's the same as this, it's just black, and that's what I really wanted, but we didn't have that this year. So I settled on this. I used the Gingham Cottage DSP for the actual box, along with some Brights Designer Series paper in Mango Melody for the top of it. I used the Stylish Shapes dies for the window and the moon. Of course, I used the Scary Silhouettes dies for the bats and the cat. And I used the Tailor Made Tags dies for the tag, which I also cut a little bit smaller, and I'll show you how I did that. Okay, I also used for the cat some of the metallic and shimmer specialty paper. What I did was I cut the cat out of the top of it. Now, if you have the black, I think it was glitter paper last year, if you have some of that left over, that's perfect for that. Okay, so what do we need? We need a piece of the black Gingham Cottage DSP that measures 9.5 by 6.5. We need a piece of the Mango Melody Brights Designer Series paper that is, did I put this down? I didn't write it down. It is 3, I'm going to guess, yeah, 3 by 2.5. And we're going to score this piece once also. We need a piece of window sheet that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. A piece of basic white to stamp the tag. I said before, the cat from the Scary Silhouettes dies out of the metallic and shimmer specialty paper. I cut a moon out of crushed curry using the Stylish Shapes dies, and we need a scrap of Parakeet Party for the cat size. Alrighty. Okay, so let's do the scoring first. Oh, I didn't tell you. The box measures 5 by 3 by 1.5. Okay, and inside I have a whole bunch of candy corn, but you can put whatever candy you want or gift. All right, let me get my Simply Scored here. And we're going to start with the Gingham Cottage DSP on the 9.5 inch side. And we're going to score at 1/2, 3.5, 5, and 8. Then we're going to turn it to the 6.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 1.5. Okay, and that's it for that piece. Now for the Mango Melody, again, it's 3 by 2.5. We're going to put it on the 2.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 1 1/4. And that's it for scoring. Okay, now I'm going to fold and burnish all the score lines. Okay, the Mango Melody piece stays as is. It doesn't need any cutting. And for the Gingham Cottage, the skinniest rectangle is on the left-hand side, and there's a 1.5 inch strip at the bottom. And this is what we're going to do. Okay. Excuse my baby wipe, got a little bit on there. Okay, so we're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and then wedge up into the skinny rectangle, and then go follow it up and wedge down into the top of that same skinny rectangle. Okay, go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge each side of the square here. Okay, go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line and then wedge the square at the end. Okay, and that's what your DSP should look like after you've done scoring it and cutting it. Okay, before we put this part of the box together, what we want to do is get a die from the Stylish Shapes dies. Now this is just a square. It does leave a stitching outline on the box, but you don't have to have that. This cuts out a window that is 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. So if you have anything, a square die that's anything close to it, if you don't have the Stylish Shapes, that'll be good. All right, and I left about, with this die, I left about a 1/2 inch on the 3 sides to space it. All right, and then since this is more than 6 inches, I just had to fold back these pieces and put it through my machine, and I'll be right back. Okay, now it does leave a little mark where the die is on the bottom flap, but it doesn't matter because that's going to be on the bottom. So I'm just going to gently take this off, and then you have this square to use for another project. All right, now we're going to flip it over to the reverse side, and I'm going to get my window sheet that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then I'm going to put a bead of glue around it about 1/8 inch from the window opening. That way I'm pretty sure it shouldn't squeeze out either side. All right, and I'm just going to put it down carefully. There we go. And then just press it very gently so until you see the glue kind of spread out a bit. You can just wait a few seconds until you're sure that it's not going to move. Okay, now we're going to flip it to the right side, and we're going to get some tear and tape, and we're going to put it on what's left of the skinny rectangle close to the score line, and just rip it off. And anything that's left over after you peel the backing off, you can just roll back on. So I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, and if you see there's a little bit of tape here, just roll it back onto itself, and that takes care of that sticking out. All right, I'm going to turn it to the back side, flip the side with the tape, and flip the other side to match it. Okay, so this is the back of our box. So we're going to put the sides and the back, and this is where we're going to put some more tear and tape. I'm going to put one at the edge, which is the most important. And then candy corn can get a little bit heavy, so I'm going to put some inside. All right, take the backings off. And then I'm just going to make sure everything is nice and straight. Okay, and that's the top of our box. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push in the sides, and then I'm going to just squeeze the top closed. Okay? All right, so then we're going to bring in our piece of Mango Melody, and I want you to put glue on this, but go at least 1/8 of an inch down on on one of the sides, on the inside of it, so that it doesn't squeeze up and close your box permanently. All right, so then this is the back. So you want to put the glued side onto the back. Just kind of put your box with the score line just above it. If you see that any glue did squeeze out, just take your tissue And just wipe it off so it doesn't give us a problem later. Okay, and then your box will close like this. Now at this point, you can just do a clip here, or you can put some Velcro dots under there, but I use the ribbon to close it just for something different. Alrighty, now let's put that to the side to dry, and we're going to do our stamping. So the only stamping I'm doing is the sentiment from Scary Cute that says "Say Boo" and "Scary On." I'm going to put it on a piece of basic white with tuxedo black ink, and you see how I went a little crooked, that's why I cut it after. And I'm going to put this die from the Tailor Made Tags dies, and it is the second largest from the kind of squared off ones. Okay, I'm just going to try to get it kind of close to the sentiment on the top, and then I'm going to cut it out. Oops. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay, now what we need to do, because I wanted to make it just a little bit shorter, because you could leave it if you want to, but I felt like it covered up a lot of the window. So I wanted to take about 1/2 inch off the bottom, but I still wanted the nice embossing there. So I put the die about 1/2 inch from the bottom, just like this, right over the top, and then just move it until you can feel the dots kind of click in, and then tape it again. And now I'm going to put it in my machine like this, and just until I hear the first click, and then I'm going to pull it back out. I'll be right back. Okay, and then we have this piece taken off, but we still have the nice embossing on the bottom. All right, now I'm going to use my silicone mat so I don't get glue everywhere. All right, and we need our moon, our cat, and then I have 2 little bats out of basic black cardstock that I cut also. So I'm going to put the moon right under the sentiment with a little bit coming off the left-hand side. And again, this is from this Stylish Shapes dies, and it is 1 1/4. So anything you have that's close to that is good. So I'm going to put it right under the sentiment and have it stick off to the left just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to put the cat right on the bottom like this, right in the middle. I forgot to take that little bit of Parakeet Party, just take a tiny bit and put it right over the eyes. Hopefully it doesn't show through because I already glued it. Yeah, that's fine. And that covers up the eyes so it looks a little different. And then I'm going to put it right back where it was. Okay, then I'm going to put the bats right side up. I'm going to pick it up with the sticky part of my Take Your Pick tool. I'm just going to put a little dot on each wing. And I'm going to put one bat up here, kind of touching the moon with one wing. And then the other bat I'll put lower on the left. Now, I have another thing of candy corn, and I get the cello bags from Amazon. They're called lip and tape bags, where they have the adhesive right on them. All right, so what I'm going to do, this time I have to use my metallic mesh, the end of my metallic mesh ribbon. I'm going to put this right pretty much in the middle. All right. And I want you to tie a knot. Let's first get a little clip, and I'm just going to hold this tight. closed, okay? And I'm going to tie a knot and have it go right in the middle of your Mango Melody paper. It's going to go like that. Oops. I'm going to move this to just kind of hold my knot with the tip. Whoops, it didn't hold it. There we go. And then I'm going to tie it a real knot. Okay, and then it will be nice and held. And how they'll get this off is they'll just pull it off the side. All right, and then where the knot is, I'm going to feed both of these pieces through the back of my tag. And this will keep our tag staying right there, which is what I like. If I can get this one's kind of thick. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to tie a bow. All right, and then I don't know which one I like better. This is kind of spooky with the kind of spiderwebby kind of look to it. All right, and then for the final touch, I'm going to take some matte black dots and my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to put 3 right on the top here. Okay, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, my email is below. The link to join. For just this month, you get $155 worth of product for $99 and free shipping. The link to my blog that has all of the details on it. And of course the link for my shop. Don't forget the host code if you're going to spend anything under $150. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.